Hi, this is A. Wesley, the lady who tells it like a TIS. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe. The topic I'm going to talk to you today about is Kandi and the Gang. Kandi and the Gang really has been getting good these last 3 episodes. I think it started off with episode 7. I think it started off with episode 6, 7, and 8. And the episode I'm going to talk about is episode 9. It started off with Mama Joyce, Aunt Nora, and Aunt Bertha having lunch, and Aunt Nora was saying how wonderful Mama Joyce was as being the youngest sister, and just giving her all kind of praise and stuff, and Aunt Bertha was saying, well, I don't know about all that. She was giving her a side eye. And then it switched back to the scene where Brian was working at the restaurant, and he was taking an order for the customers. And then as he walked by, Philip asked him how was he doing, and he said, well, he said, well, I'm doing all right. I'm doing pretty good. He said, I just wanted to check on you. He said, do you have you doing anything right now? He said, yeah. He said, yeah, I got a table right now. I said, well, as soon as you get through with your table, you can come talk to me. I just want to see how you was doing. And then as he walked up the stairs, he said, "Ooh, I like this Philip better. I don't know what the other Philip was like." And Philip said, Philip said, that other one is still around. And so the next thing you know, it switched to the scene where I think it was Patrick talking to Patrick was talking to let me get my notes right quick. Patrick was talking to I think it was Patrick was talking to he was talking to I think he was talking to he was talking to I think he was talking to Torin in the parking lot, and he was telling Torin that he needed him for his help, and he was saying, "What do you need for your for?" He said, "Well, I got a line of men's fragrances, and it's called Peau." And he said, "Peau." He said, "Yeah." He said, "I want you to help me do the photo shoot." He said, "Okay." He said, "Okay." He said, "Okay, I'll help you with the photo shoot." And then it switched to the scene where Torin was having lunch with Chandrika and Chandrika and Dominique, and they were talking, and he was saying, and they were saying, you finna go out of town, she said, I'm gonna be out of town for a moment with Rick Ross and stuff, and they saying, yeah. And then Torin said, well, I got some news for y'all. And then he said, what is it? He said, well, Patrick just asked me to be the event planner for his new fragrance, Peau. And then so Dominique said, Peau. She said, yeah, Peau. Say, Peau sound like the S words to me. She said, who thought about it? He said, that's what Patrick told me. He said, but I'm going to do it. He said, you going to do it? He said, yeah, I'm going to do it for Patrick. And then so even Dominique said, yeah, the words sound like boo-boo. As they were saying, yeah. And so they got to laughing about that. And then it switched to the next scene where, let me get some water. I'm back. Patrick also tells Melvin that he's worried about the photo shoot. He wants the photo shoots to come out real good, and Patrick told him what he got to be worried about if he got Torin working on the event. And he said, well, yeah, man, you right. I ain't got nothing to be worried about. And then it switched to the next scene where Todd and Don Juan were talking, where Don Juan and Philip were talking, and Philip was telling Don Juan that Chandrika has really been doing a good job, and he wants to promote her from a server to a maitre d'. And so Don Juan was kind of shocked and taken by surprise. And then he said, we're looking for employees anyway. He said, I was looking for some employees on Indeed, because we got to get a bartender to replace Dominique. And so he said, do you really want to promote Chandrika? He said, yeah. He said she's been doing a good job lately. She's been really on her game and stuff. He said, but the only problem I have, I wonder what Kandi and Torin gonna think about it. And Don Juan said, well, he said, well, it's gonna be on a trial basis at first to see how she does. And then Don Juan kind of said, okay, he kind of agreed with that part, let it be a trial basis. And then Don Juan said, yeah, she's gonna be tripping. She's gonna be tripping over Power. Both of them started laughing, Don Juan and Philip. And then after that, it switched to the next scene. It switched to the next scene where Brian meets up with Melvin at the food truck place, and Brian was trying to do his research on the food truck place, and then Brian said, "Well, let me cook." I'm back. As I was just saying, Brian was meeting with Melvin at the restaurant so they could talk about the food truck business, and because he wanted to give a proposal to what you call, and then it switched to the next scene where everybody was showing up at the event for the perfume lunch that Patrick was going to put up. First it was Patrick and Safari, and then it was everybody else from the old lady gang, and everybody showed up. And then Chandrika and Brian showed up at the last minute, and everybody was saying, what is Chandrika and what you call doing with Philip on their shirt? Because they found a picture of Philip where he used to be a model and stuff, and everybody was laughing about it and stuff like that. And then after that, after the photo shoot, Chandrika said, where am I supposed to go and change my clothes? And then Safari said, well, I'll take you to the back. I'll show you where they at. And she said, you need some red lipstick on to show to make your picture come out better. And then somebody said, ooh, Kandi, they getting along together. And they going back there talking about trying on each other red lipstick. And Kandi said, yeah, they both had the lips on the same thing. And then, let me go in the room. And then, let me see what else. Let me see what else I gotta say. Okay, I talked about that part. Talk about that part. I should be close. Hold up, let me stop. The next scene was when Torin showed up at Brian's apartment, and Brian had all his paperwork together, and Brian was telling him that he's going to sell his egg rolls like for 50 to 60 cents for one egg roll. And then he said that would be his business plan. He wanted Torin to invest $120,000 in his payment plan. And Torin said, "Oh, you came very well prepared with your business plan and stuff." He said, "But I'm going to have to get 50% of your business." He said, 50% of my business? He said, what about 49%? He said, now, the reason why I'm telling you 50% of your business, Brian, he said, because you ain't coming in with no collateral. You ain't coming in with nothing. And if you decide to quit your business, drop your business, all the financial stuff will fall on me. And Brian said, okay, well, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. And Torin said, well, yeah. Torin said, I can have you up and running in 6 minutes. You talking about a food truck. I know a place right now where you can sell your egg rolls. And so they ended the conversation on that. And then it switched to the next scene. And then it switched to the next scene where Kandi and Don Juan and Philip and Todd, they were all at the they was all at the candy factory interviewing bartenders since Dominique was leaving to go to London with Rick Ross. But anyway, they had 3 girls they interviewed. One girl talking about she'd been serving since she was 15, and they said 15. She said, "Oh no, I was a server, and then I got into bartending late." So they said, "Okay, next." And then the next girl talking about she know how to make drinks and do bartending. And then they had the third girl, and the third girl was Philip's brother's girlfriend. And so when they got ready to interview her, they said, "What a girl at work?" He said, "Let me go outside and get her." And then Philip came back and said, she coming in a few minutes. I said, "What you mean?" He said, "Oh, she drunk." And they said, "She drunk? How can she come to an interview and she drunk?" So when she came there, she was talking about and Kandi asked her, "Well, what if you get a rude customer? What gonna happen?" that rude customer just gonna have to go. He keep on messing with me, I'm gonna cuss him out. And right now they said, huh, what's going on? And so they hurry up and ended the interview. And then when they ended the interview, Kandi said, well, do we think we want somebody like that that's gonna be already drunk on the job and stuff? We can't have nobody like that. And then so after the woman left, she said, well, I did a good job, good job. And then Brian said in his confession, I'm doing just like Kandi. They hiring their family, so I want to hire somebody for my family. But that girl was too drunk to go anything. And then so after that happened, Torin and Chandrika and all of them got together to give what you call a going away party, riding on some kind of thing where they pedal, some kind of pedal wagon that they use in Georgia, whatever. And so after they gave her that party, that's when the next scene showed Patrick going to see Chandrika's daddy, and Chandrika's daddy finally gave Patrick his blessing, but it took him a while. And so after he gave him his blessing, he said he was gonna marry a Safari. This is Abe Wesley. That ain't even tells it like a TI is. I am out. That was the end of the show.